We often read news headlines like UK households waste 4.5 million tons of food each year, or people wasting almost 1 billion tons of food a year, UN report reveals. Food waste is a real problem. When you Google ways to cut down on food waste, a lot of trusted resources like BBC Good Food, Medical News Today, and even National Geographic put don't overbuy as their top tip. Now, while this may seem pretty logical, it is easier said than done. As humans, we tend to overestimate how much we can consume, or sometimes we give in to buying items in excess simply because they are at a lower price. And that's where Food Waste Warrior comes in.
The app allows you to save your money as well as reducing the food waste. First thing that will pop up is then a shopping list where you're able to put in your items. And based on those items, the app will then tell you what products are most sustainable and healthy, and it will therefore direct you to a supermarket that provides those options. And the account will then be linked to the consumer's account so that after your shop, you will be able to receive a digital receipt that can keep track of your purchases. And the app is then linked to a baseline survey of average daily consumption levels. So that means based on your family size and based on the amounts that you have bought, the app is able to inform you if you've bought more than you needed to, if you've overconsumed. And therefore, it will now provide you with techniques on how to preserve your perishable goods and how to prevent food waste. And this will then be linked with providing recipes that is specifically tailored for the items that you bought, provided by the digital receipt that you have. So additionally, this will be linked to the other functions that would be part of the app will be uh, ingredients and recipes for leftover food so that you can incorporate your meals into leftovers to prevent any food waste. And this will encourage consumers to fully utilize the food in the best possible way before it's thrown out.
The digital receipts allow consumers to compare their past purchases because of the apps automatically creates a trend line of the comparison to indicate if there is a progress regarding food consumption. If a consumer is able to reduce waste on a weekly basis, that will be recorded and certain perks and incentives will be rewarded, such as discounts. The app will gamify the shopping experience by providing digital badges to consumers so that they can level up and go from the beginning to an expert. The more they level up, it will reduce over purchasing and preserve food. They will receive a discount and points that will reduce the cost of their next shopping trip. Therefore, we encourage consumers to become food waste warriors.
We'll be targeting students of higher education between the ages of 18 to 25 and any family households.
So here we have a supply chain overview that describes the stakeholder and the output and the impact from those output. The first stakeholder will then be our financial investor, who will be able to provide the funding for the project to be covered. And that segues straight into the app creation that will be developed from the software developers. And the app is then able to generate and foster competition of corporate responsibility and for consumers to be able to find more sustainable and healthy products. And the app will notify customers on how to store and use the surplus products that they've bought to prevent food waste. The app is also able to gamify customer purchases by providing a reward-based system that hands out discounts and virtual badges. Creation segues straight into the partners that we will bring on board as well, such as Kiki and Kogo, to provide reliable information. And again, that is to challenge the overconsumption and informing consumers on their potential food waste. So next is for us to link with supermarkets and align our agenda with their agenda and highlight their appeal to them by highlighting their social and environmental responsibilities that they're able to fulfill by taking part in the app. And in doing so, they're able to attract new target groups and potential customers of the app, while a need-based discount will attract more customers to them. So supermarkets can be featured on the app by paying into it. So basically they will provide a monthly subscription, thereby they're able to promote themselves, while customers will benefit by having lower consumer spending that enables greater access to food, while consumers will have more of a need-based demand that can then produce supply rates based on more true consumer needs.